Welcome to Agile Project Management using Scrum and Jira. Today, our focus is on product backlog grooming. That is a very important task. Now, I'm into Jira. These are my projects. So let me click on PM Distill Guide. So I'm creating the product backlog for my book. That is the PM Distilled Guide. So when I click on the backlog here, we get quite a lot today. We started with epics actually. Yeah, we started with epics. So first we defined the high level. That is, we said the PM Distill Guide should have introduction to PM Distill Guide, then predictive project management, agile project management, hybrid, and also common tools and techniques. Then I started defining the product backlog. So yesterday, the number of entries here was hardly 10. And today it has grown quite a lot. So the product backlog, a good product owner will be obsessed with this product backlog. So initially we started with epics, then we started creating the product backlog. And while creating the product backlog, we will gain more and more insight into what all things should get into the product. And we can structure them also into a logical sequence. Now here, if you see, totally we have 38 issues. And these are the epics. So under predictive project management, I have this many user stories. Yeah, quite a lot of user stories. Then under the epic agile project management, I have many user stories. Project closing, I've not, it is still remaining as an epic because I have not added any additional user stories. It has just one user story yet. Now, Agile also we have user stories. Hybrid project management, yeah, I've not started work on it. So maybe I should create an issue that is it should be a story that is a hybrid project management. So hybrid project management introduction. So we create it, and it is related to the epic hybrid project management. It is related to the epic hybrid project management. So that is fine. And we have another epic, that is tools and techniques. So that also I should, let's say I'll create a story on introduction to tools and techniques introduction. Tools and techniques introduction. I'll assign to so let me create it. And so this is I'm attaching this to the epic common tools and techniques. So if you see this, some of the stories we have even estimated and assigned to people. Some are still at epic level. Some are yet to be estimated. And sometimes we slice, if it's a major story, we break it into smaller stories. Then we have to identify the task. So most of the stories here, I have not identified the task. But here, if you see, yeah, project initiation, I have identified some tasks below that. So these are the additional tasks that must be performed to complete project initiation. Then we get this icon here. This is more like a breakdown structure kind of an icon here. That is an indication that there are tasks under this particular story. So this is a product owner. A good product owner will have to get obsessed with the product backlog grooming. Here, the priorities are, first thing is how to deliver value, maximize the delivery of value to the customer, and we have to look at the dependencies, because the logical sequence we should see, and we should elaborate it further and further. Sometimes we have to merge some of the stories into one, because there can be a lot of dependencies or cohesion between stories. Then it must be grouped, or it can be merged, and sometimes it can be split into multiple stories. So this is a full-time activity of the product owner. We call it as product backlog grooming. So when we start, initially we have to, at least we should have some degree of confidence, at least with respect to the minimum viable product. And once we have sufficient confidence on this, then we can get into the release planning. That means we can define the sprints, the earliest sprints, which will end up in the earliest release to the customer. So if you really want to appreciate this, we should get into the shoes of a product owner, a highly committed product owner, who thinks about the product continuously, so that he'll add things to this, he will delete, he'll merge, he'll split, everything keeps on happening. And that will continue till the end of the project. But the moment we have enough confidence, then we can start sprinting. And when the team is really sprinting, the product owner will get time to do this grooming for the upcoming sprints. So this is a very important activity performed by the product owner. A product owner owns the product backlog, refines the product backlog, sequence the product backlog entries, do high-level estimates of the product backlog entries, then does the fine-tuning, then defining the activities. Sometimes the definition of activities happens in the sprint planning meetings. Then the roadmap planning, everything comes under the product backlog grooming. So the product owner must be somebody who understands the product very in depth. That functional knowledge is very, very important. For people who are seeing this video sequence for the first time, see, I'm creating my book titled PM Distill Guide using Scrum and Jira, and the whole process of doing it I'm recording for the benefit of those who want to see a live project emerging when we do it with Scrum and Scrum framework and the Jira tool. So that is the intent. If you have any questions, please post it as a comment to this video. I will answer you. Keep watching. Thank you very much.